alpha days. This was back like early 2021. They were horrible. I didn't know how to use smoothing angle in Blender yet. Freddy doesn't even have a bow tie, neither does Bonnie. Plushies. And honestly, I actually think they look pretty cool. I'm genuinely kind of proud of them. Like, the plushies actually look more like plushies. The arms and legs are, like, scaled properly with the torso. They actually have bow ties and buttons. They look cute and cuddly, you know? Like, I actually like them. They look like they're from an 80s Chuck E. Cheese place. Like, I actually genuinely like them. Yeah, we don't talk about jumper cables. This is the old fazbear set. It's still in the game currently, but we're going to be redoing it. Well, Neon says he wants to redo it, so he can. But, yeah, still pretty cool. It's real! Hi, I'm Kieran, the creator of FNAF The Resurgence. This is my museum. Want to take a look around? Awesome. I'll show you around. This was the old Sun model that would hang on the stage back in the pre-alpha back in like 2020. I cannot believe it's already been almost 3 years since we started working on the game. Wow. But anyways, its eyes would move side to side, it would lip sync with the music. It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. It is no wonder we scrapped it. And these right here were the old plushie models back from the alpha days. This was back like early 2021. They were horrible. I didn't know how to use smoothing angle in Blender yet. Freddy doesn't even have a bow tie, neither does Bonnie. I don't know what I was thinking with Foxy, and Fredbear actually looks alright. Fredbear looks okay. But they were awful for the most part. And these are the beta plushies, and honestly, I actually think they look pretty cool. I'm genuinely kind of proud of them. Like, the plushies actually look more like plushies. The arms and legs are, like, scaled properly with the torso. They actually have bow ties and buttons. They look cute and cuddly, you know? Like, I actually like them. They look like they're from an 80s Chuck E. Cheese place. Like, I actually genuinely like them. Yeah, we don't talk about jumper cables. This is the old fazbear set. It's still in the game currently, but we are going to be redoing it. Old Neon says he wants to redo it, so he can. But, yeah, still pretty cool in my opinion, but yeah, Nate's redoing. This was my attempt at Bonnie, initially back all the way in the alpha days. We don't talk about it. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. It's awful. It's awful. The old reskin crew. We had Bonnie, who was just a recolored Freddy. We had Fats Geronimo, who was also just a recolored Freddy. And then we had Fredbear, who was also just a recolored Freddy. This was back when we only had the Freddy menu. I don't know if you can tell. There's a bit of a pattern. They're all Freddy. Bonnie had his guitar, Fats had his keyboard, and Fredbear was literally just entirely a reskin of Freddy. They worked. They worked for the time, but we did get a Bonnie model, thankfully. Oh yeah, this is the old music station. It's a really simple model, but I'm still kind of proud of it, honestly. It does its job pretty well. The buttons worked, at least. All those audios have been removed since, but I mean, I'm still pretty proud of the model. It looked cool. It got its job done, but I didn't think the new menu was a lot better. Oh yeah, these are the old mesh models. I mean, they looked cool, but they didn't match the style of the game, and all of the developers on the team kind of unanimously hate them. Like, yes, they were more realistic, but they weren't Roblox, you know? They didn't match. They don't go for the style of the game. This game was made as an homage to old FNAF roleplay games. It was made as an homage to those. And this was not true to that. So we removed them. We're not adding them back, okay? We're not. There's no way that these models are ever becoming morphs again. They're not even finished being animated. The old modeler who made them literally left the team, so we can't get Chica or Foxy or Fredbear or Spring Bonnie or any of them. Like, this style of morph is no longer being replicated by anyone on the team. We can't add these back, and we wouldn't want to even if we could. Please just stop asking. I don't want to add them back in. None of us do. Yeah, these are the old alpha models, which also ended up getting added back in the later versions of the beta. But, I mean, they were cool. They were cool. Honestly, Freddy's probably my favorite. Bonnie looked alright. Foxy was kind of weird, I'm gonna be honest. But, I mean, they were cool. They got the job done for the time being, but, I mean, we've improved since then. And the new models kind of show that. Oh yeah, these are the old staff bot models that, I mean, they looked cool, but we never ended up adding them into the game because we kind of decided they didn't match with what we were going for. They didn't really fit our vision for the game, so we ended up scrapping them. But, I mean, we put them in the museum because we thought they looked cool. And, I mean, I still think that, but they were kind of weird. They didn't really match what we were going for. These are the old arcade models that I made. I'm gonna be honest, they were horrible. They were awful. They were not well made. They were terrible. I don't know why I added them in. That's really all I can say about them. The old parrot models. I mean, as bad as they were, they give me a bit of nostalgia still. You know? I mean, like they were cool. They were fun. They were like I liked them, but. Again, I didn't use smoothing angle on them, so they kind of look not great. They look really low poly. But, I mean, I still love them, you know? They were cool. Well, I guess that does it for the tour. If you want to hang around and look at stuff on your own, feel free to do so. If you want to head back to the main game, you can do that too. I'll just be over here. Yeah, it was great to meet you. See you around.
Okay, guys, two foxes out of this cage. Shout out to Big J and this guy who's the creator of this game. Oh wait, no, not that guy. I can't find it. We're not gonna give him a shout out. But Big J and creator of this game. This part is not a part of the lore, so don't count this in of lore